Gemini, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning whenever you are watching this. Sorry I'm late. Blame Father Time and Jack Frost because it's cold outside and I was sleeping. So, anyway, Gemini, welcome back to my channel. I'm Crystal. This is In My Own World Tarot. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're returning, thank you so much for returning. Now, I pray before each and every one of my readings so that way my energy is protected, your energy is protected as well. Also, cuss. May cuss a lot, may cuss a little, may not cuss at all. It all depends on how I feel. Gemini. So, Gemini, when I was getting into your reading, riddle me this, Batman. Just kidding. No, but seriously. You know what I was thinking about? I was like, man, what planet affects the temperature of Earth? And they was like, oh, the planets don't affect the temperature of Earth. It has to do with the carbon dioxide and stuff in the air that comes from the solar system. But I was like, oh, okay, cool. But then I got another thought. And the other thought was because, Mercury is the first planet from the sun, right? But when you look at the birth chart, Mercury sits in the third house, which this number 3, the first house is ruled by Mars, which is Aries energy. But then if you're actually just looking at the Gemini chart, Gemini would be in the first house. And then you would go Cancer, Leo. The sun would be in the third house. I said, well, ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? So that's just something for you guys to think about. Because I was like, that's interesting. So it brings me back to anything can be interpreted depending on the state of reality that you're in and depending on how you perceive what you're looking at. Because if you really think about it, when you talk about astrology and birth charts, there's over 30 different charts. You have those that believe in Vedic, you have those that believe in Western, you have those that believe in Eastern. Then you have different cultures and ideologies that can make up astrology and the zodiac as well. Because that's when you have 13 zodiac signs instead of 12. And then there's a whole nother timeline that other charts and other astrologists are on that don't even make up you, because you don't want to follow that because you want to be a Gemini. So with all that, to bring it back to full circle to my point is this: Gemini, the energy of Gemini, because we know it's all energy that radiates off a planet in conjunction to the planet Earth that we're currently standing on, in conjunction to the time we were born where the sun was facing Mercury, because Mercury is the closest to the sun. Bringing my point full circle. You are the definition, if you so choose to, of what you define as your zodiac as the Gemini, because we're talking about tarot, and we're talking about the tarot in regards to the Gemini, which is the energy of communication, the energy of being the messenger, the energy of intelligence, the energy of grasping and holding and spreading is the energy of Gemini. That was my whole point. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into your reading and see what's going on with you for the next 48. Great God in heaven, please allow me to tap into the energy of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or wherever you have a heavy Gemini placement. Please allow me to relay these messages to the Gemini as accurately and clearly as possible. Please protect my energy during this Gemini reading and protect their energy as well. And please continue to bless our lives with peace, abundance, prosperity, and protection. Thank you. Amen and ashe. You know what I also find funny is that I got a criticism that, oh, you only do Gemini readings. I said, well, if you really think about it, Mercury is that's how this argument came up. My deep dive into it went up into astronomy instead of astrology. Because when you're talking about the alignment of the planets, you're talking about astronomy. When you're talking about the energy of the planets and the zodiac, you're talking about astrology. It's two different things. And I was like, it's so funny that more people, whether you are a Gemini born under the sun, sun sign of Gemini or not, should watch Gemini readings. Because that is what's ruling your minds. It's Gemini and Virgo reading. That is Mercury. That's your nervous system. That is your soul. What's ruling is Mercury rules the solar plexus. And we know the tummy rules the brain. Because if your tummy is not clear and working properly, your brain is foggy. You know, so I was like, it's so funny that more people don't watch the Gemini readings, and you think you should, since everybody thinks they're so smart nowadays. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, nature. So Gemini, you got nature. Self-discipline, like I just said. Naturally self-disciplining yourself without any additives, without any follow your dreams, doing it naturally. So if you're thinking about going to do something unnaturally, I feel like somebody is like thinking about having surgery or something like that, and they're advising you not to. Like, nature is your remedy. Herbal treatments is your remedy. Go to the doctor to get diagnosed. Go holistic or do it naturally. Somebody needs to do something naturally, because self-discipline is here. It's going to require patience. Follow your dreams, and it's going to come to pass if you do it naturally. Or something about doing something naturally. Even this is in regards to building a business or learning something. Do it naturally. What does naturally mean? Read. That's what that means. Learn. Okay? So you're going to be, you may be saying this to someone. Like, let things happen, unfold naturally. That does not mean do nothing. What that means is do your part, do your due diligence, and watch everything unfold naturally. Because it will. Let's see. What else is for Gemini the next 48? House. Okay. My main female. It's a good time. Let's see. I was like, before I speak too soon. Adjudication. Somebody got a... Oh, okay. Imprisonment. You trapped in your mind about when you're going to move or purchasing a house, or should you move from your hometown. Somebody's trapped in their mind about it. Yep, family room. You want to move, Gemini? But you don't know how? You will. Looks like here, distant horizon, you will. There's a move here. You just don't know when and how you're going to do it. You're going to miss your family too much. Somebody got, somebody homesick before they even left. Unexpected income. How you homesick before you even leave, Gemini? Wealthy man. Oh, because you're without a job or something like that. Your income is a little shaky. Well, that's what they said. Let it happen naturally. So it's like they want you to get back on your grind. And not necessarily a grind. Go to self-discipline, nature. Follow your dreams with this unexpected income, wealthy man house. This is somebody here who wants to make some type of move or a purchase away from their hometown. But their money looking funny right now. But the reason why your money looking funny right now, nature, self-discipline, follow your dreams. This is somebody who has an income coming in who hasn't self-disciplined themselves to handle it. And you think that you're lacking and you're not. And if this is not in regards to income, this could just be regards in life and thought and different opportunities. I was just saying that the other day. You know, it's the big stigma, especially in my community. And they always say, oh, we don't have the opportunity. Oh, education wasn't available to us. But did you go seek it? Because there's other ways to get around everything that you want to do. You don't have to go this certain path that everybody else takes. Because everybody's walking down the certain path. That street going to be crowded and you ain't never going to get to your destination. Some people going to find a shortcut. Some people going to go through the woods. Some people going, you know, there's different ways. Nobody said you had to follow the trail. And that's where a lot of people get mixed up. That, oh, I want to follow in someone else's footsteps. Make your own print. How about you be the one to make the footstep? That's for somebody. I can't stand that. You know, and I understand, yes, things have happened in the past. You know, we've had divides. We've had wars. We've had slavery. We've had all of that. All of that is absolutely true. It is. But in this day and age, nothing is holding you captive except for your own way of thinking. And that's just my stance on that. Y'all can disagree. I get people disagree with me all the time. They be like, oh, no, the man is holding. If you're still talking about the man in this day and age, the imprisonment that you have is not with society or with anyone else. It's within your own mind and your own mindset. Because you can really find any different type of way to get around and get to wherever you're trying to go to. In a legitimate way at that. without blaming someone trying to hold you back. The only person holding you back in this day and age in 2022, going into 2023, is your own mindset. And that's point blank, period. So a lot of you may be saying that to someone else as well. High Priestess, the Hierophant, ooh, the Strength card, exactly. Stand firm on your convictions, Gemini. Stand firm on your belief system. It's going to take you further than what you know. High Priestess, the Hierophant, and the Strength card. Three of Pentacles, come on. With the Seven of Pentacles, exactly. Somebody here has a hope, a wish, or a dream, or something like that. What they're saying to you is, they're not saying don't do the work and don't do the labor. What they're saying is stay firm on what your vision is and what your goal is. And let it happen naturally. Let everything, the course, run. Meaning sometimes the course is not going to be straight. There may be a curve that comes around the corner. Take the curve. If it's a, what is it called? When you, the split, when you go left or right. I forget what it's called when you go left or right. And you're in your head thinking, let me go left, and then your ass accidentally goes right. You went right for a reason because your intuition said at that moment, no, I think I'm going to go right at the very last second. And when you went right, you got a chance and you made the right decision. The Three of Pentacles, you got a chance to celebrate. So it's like saying no wrong turn is a bad turn, is what this reading is giving me. As long as you're able to keep going, no wrong turn is the wrong turn. What is it called when it's split down the middle and you got to go left or right? What is that called? A fork in the road. There it is. It's a fork in the road. No wrong turn is a bad turn as long as you keep going. And the only thing stopping you, whoever this person is, who, I don't know if this is you, Gemini, or somebody outside of you, saying, oh, I can't do this, I can't accomplish that, that's your own mindset. And that's BS. Because in this day and age, you can do whatever you want to do. Race, color, creed, sexual orientation, I don't care. It doesn't matter. The only thing stopping you is like, is you thinking someone's going to judge you. You thinking somebody's going to stop you. And if somebody does stop you and somebody says you can't do it, find another way to get it done. Because trust and believe, there's always another way to get something done, especially now. There's too many opportunities. There's so many different avenues out there. So for anyone saying they can't do something, that to me, that is BS in this day and age. You might get stopped going one way, then go another way. Find another way. There's always another way. Okay? And that's for somebody. So that fork in the road, go both ways. Well, shoot, you get lost, the left is a dead end. Guess what? You can turn back around, come back out, and go to the right. That's what somebody needs to hear, Gemini. That's for you. Let's see. How y'all doing with Venus and Sagittarius? How you liking it? Your opposite energy. Are you feeling more balanced within yourself, or you still feel all over the place because Mars is still sitting in, I call it Big Mercury, in retrograde. So it's like the Venus being in Sagittarius and Jupiter, it's a good energy. It's a good energy for you to balance out yourself, stabilize your finances, find partnerships. It's a good energy for that. But for Gemini, being that's your opposite energy, it might be throwing you all in array yet and still. So, but it depends on where it falls in your chart. Let's see. Planetary alignment. Somebody got me on like a loud TV or something listening. I don't know. That's weird. Anyways, planetary alignment. Oh, that will affect the Gemini in the next 48 hours is the air element, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini energy. So what you want to do is pay attention to your 3rd house, your 7th house, and your 11th house in your chart. Also, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, your Mercury placement, your Uranus placement, and your Venusian placement. Like I was just talking, the reason why I had to rant about Venus being a Sagittarius. What does that mean for you, Gemini? Let's see. Venus sits in the Gemini chart, and Gemini collective chart. Gemini is Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. What is that? Libra. So 5th house and Libra. Shit. What is that? Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Oh, okay. So Libra, Venus in the regular Gemini chart sits in the 12th house and the 5th house. Okay. And then Aquarius, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. Then it sits in the 9th house. Aquarius sits in the 9th house in the collective Gemini chart. Okay, and then Gemini is the 1st house. That's the collective Gemini chart, not your actual personal birth chart. All right. So anyway, so Gemini, I know y'all like, did she really? I did use my fingers because I was thinking about the Gemini birth chart. When you want to think about like the collective birth chart of Gemini, you basically are putting Gemini in the 1st house and then going through the zodiac in that order, just to, to see. Anyways, all right. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and do your ancient answers. Go ahead and breathe in through your nose to the count of 4, Gemini. You're going to hold it for 4. You're going to release it through your mouth to the count of 4. What that does is open you up to the universe. As you're doing that, we're going to go ahead and get the answer. What is the answer for Gemini that they need to know for the next, whatever question they just asked? A year from now. So this reading, or if you're thinking about, oh, is it time for me to buy a house or something like that, a year from now. Because somebody still needs to work on their self-discipline and learning how to, that small steps and things happening slowly is still progression. That's for somebody. All right. But anyways, Gemini, that's been your reading. I hope it helps you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the information is in the description box below the video. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and stay protected, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, Jimmy.